What's going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Gary with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today because we're going to be jumping into the game mode Royal Trials, and I'm very excited to show off the video today. Guys, have you been wondering what deck to play, what card to play? Let me tell you, Monk is the superstar, okay? If you're going to go for the two talents, that means level 9 legendaries, go for Monk. This video is going to show you exactly why. Our first game is against Monk. Our second game is playing that exact deck with Monk. Grab your coffee, grab your device, and let's head on down to Game by the Beach. First game underway, and let's get into it. Just as I said, we're playing against Monk, okay? We're playing with my favorite Inquisitor deck, and let's just see how we do, okay? So we're going to be going Night of Darkness for our Inquis. We didn't have Shield. I actually just thought of this. I didn't even select the talents on my Inquis. No, you don't get the second talent. Ignore me, ignore me, ignore me. We're going Night of Darkness. You don't get the second talent on your Inquis because it's only a level 9. Doesn't really matter. Currently, we're bricking, but look at that. We found an Inquis, a beautiful little Inquis right here, right now. I was playing this game just a few moments ago when I was editing some videos and I'm doing some stuff. So I was a little bit preoccupied, but this is a really good start. And looking at our man, he is rocking sword, which makes me nervous, but he's got Monk, and I never really thought Monk was all that fantastic. But that's what makes these different events, different game modes so interesting, because it's taking a snapshot of a very specific point on when a legendary is good, on when a deck is good, okay? The latter is mostly max cards, okay? Max Inquis versus Max Blade Dancer versus Max Robot versus Max Tesla. Actually, I haven't seen a Tesla in a while. But when you play these events, it's level 9 legendaries, okay? Unless obviously you're playing the 1 ticket. I like to play the 2 tickets. You get more points for it. You can watch an ad and easily get extra tickets. So I always go for the 2. If you guys don't do that, I recommend doing so. But it's a level 9 snapshot. So those max legendaries that are on the top, Inquisitor, first perfect example, are not necessarily the best cards to use in the events, okay? Monk at max, I never see. I don't think it's all that strong. It just doesn't hang with the top tier decks. But in event, Monk seems to be the go-to. And I knew I'll watch this. Absolutely horrible. I really wish it showed emotes, because I absolutely hit him with a good luck right there. Honestly, I played that kind of poorly. I should have gotten another Knight statue. I should have leveled up my Inquis a little more. It's okay. We got a rank 3 right back. It just was a little bit extra work. We now have 2 Knight statues. But guys, Monk, I've always said it was really good in draft mode, and I stand by that. If you guys are doing draft mode, I think Monk is a really good choice. Royal Trials, honestly, I don't always play Royal Trials. To me, it's my least favorite event because you actually have to make your own deck. And in doing so, you got to put the best deck out there. I never really know what deck is my best deck. At level 9, I'm just really... Maybe I'll play it more now because Monk is really, really strong, fellas. But let's jump in, okay? We're talking about Inquis. Well, we're talking about Monk, but we're talking about Inquis. Let's check what he's doing, okay? So he's got his level 9 sword. It's building up his stacks from his sword, okay? So you can't see where they're at right now, but over time, he's going to continue to get more and more stacks. I wish I could point. Oh, I can kind of point. Okay, how high do I go? Not that high. Okay. With our Inquis, we've got 8 stacks, 8 absorbs. We have a rank 4 Inquis on a rank 2 Knight statue, 2 Knight statues. We've got a rank 3 Pretzel. We're going to hit our gadget as soon as I wake up from my nap. And I think that we're doing some pretty good damage. Tamer, I'm not too worried about. He's spamming out Dryads over there. And he's actually using his rank 1 talent pretty well. So Monk appear on the battlefield, Spear of Power. Every Spear of Power increases a monk's damage by 5%. When such a monk is merged or absorbed, all of the spears are transferred to a random monk position. in the intersection. If there aren't any, they will go to another monk. Okay, so pretty worthwhile. Obviously, I was trying to level mine up. Can I not? Why can't I see the towns? It looked like I leveled up my cards right there, but I did not. Maxed out Inquiz. I know that it doesn't really matter how many Inquizzes I have on the board because A, I'm going for Night of Darkness, so it doesn't matter anyway. But B, my shield is never going to show up. As much as I'd love shield, that's why Inquiz is so good, right? Because of its shield. We don't have shield at a level 9, so it doesn't really matter what I do. But right there, we got a rank 5. We're going to keep on scrapping. If we get some more pretzels on our Knight statue, I'll probably just keep them. But anything else, I'm going to scrapper. And with a rank 5, I scrappered that. I kind of regretted it after I did so. But another one right there, rank 6 on a square, on a rank 3 Knight statue. I understand that he's getting a debuff from that sword from my opponent, which is obviously not great. But a rank 6 on a square with a rank 3 Knight statue right there and a pretzel, rank 4 pretzel on a Knight statue, is a really good place to be. I would get this set up on the ladder, and I would probably win 9 times out of 10 if I had this set up against pretty much any opponent. But if you can't sense the inflection in my voice, I shouldn't feel complacent at this point, okay? We're still not out of the woods yet. We're doing like 50,000 damage-ish. He's also doing like 50,000 crit. If you look at the points of contact, that one did 141,000 crit right there. And if you look at him, he's really playing it well. He's got 7 stacks on one of those orbs. I'm really not much of a monk player. I don't even have the card, I believe, which is interesting because it won't let me play Spirit Master, but it will let me play Monk. Not sure why that's the case. But 50 seconds until Virus. We're now into like the 3rd or 4th boss, which means since we're only got level 9 legendaries and, you know, everything's capped, that's pretty far into the game. You're not going to expect to go too much farther in these events. And look at how hard we're falling off. We got a couple of absorbs right there. We're at 16. Again, those other Inquisitors don't really matter. I guess I could have eaten them. Maybe I'd get a little bit of a buff for my Inquisitor. But we're trying to get some more Dryads on our board so that we could, level up our Knight statue. We leveled up a couple right there. Level 5 Pretzel. Level 3 Knight statue. Let's try and get one more Dryad. We're going to do another Scrapper right there. Try to eliminate all extra Knight statues as soon as possible. But look how much trouble we're having. So right here, we're going to get Dryad, get our rank 4 up. But we've got Virus. There's nothing to protect us against Virus. And look how slow we're taking it out. 4.6, 4.2, 3.8. We got hit with our on our Scrapper, which I was really hoping I could like summon a unit and get my Scrapper away. But that second Virus hit right on our Inquisitor. Okay. So obviously not ideal there. He did get hit with Virus as well. A couple of his are Virused, Cursed, whatever you want to call them. But that's going to be all she wrote, fellas. We get hit Virus one time. Boom, there's a hit. Boom, there's another hit. Boom, there's another hit. Okay, there was a couple of emotes flying back and forth in this game. I hit him with a good luck when I got hit by that Warlock and it took away my Inquisitor. At the end of this game, nothing but pleasantries. Good game, good game. I don't know, I forget what I did. Thumbs up or something like that. That deck is legit. It just smacked what I thought would be my best deck in the event, okay? So that's one game down. We immediately switched to this guy's deck, and let's jump right into that game. Second game underway, level 19 Zeus. Should I say it again? Level 19 Zeus. Level 19 Zeus. How? I hit him with a good game immediately. Let's look at his equipment. Level 12 Spear, level 16 Mage Robes. He's got enchantment there, enchantment here. No enchantments, good thing there, right? Technogenic effect bonus, and he's rocking Robot. He's got a level 4, bruh. I don't even have a single legendary specific hero, let alone on Zeus, let alone on this, that, and the other thing. When I made this deck, a couple of things. I didn't change the talents on my sword, and I didn't change the talents on my monk. And I don't even really know how to play monk. I know to put it in an intersection. I don't really know how it works in terms of like getting those stacks. That guy was at 7 that we were playing. But I hit this guy with a good game. I mean, he's rocking Robot. He's got a crazy Zeus, crazy everything. I was like, you know what? Cool beans. let's try our absolute best and just get our monks in an intersection and just go from there. I'll just play my game. If he absolutely obliterates me, I can still make a video out of it. It doesn't really matter to me. So right here, all I want to do, I'm kind of playing it as if it's cultist or gargoyle or something like that. I just don't want to use my Harlequins to copy monks, but I know since my opponent is so strong, I also want to get an intersection as quickly as possible. So I'm going to keep on summoning units. If I can't really find a monk, I may have to use a Harlequin, but I really don't want to. We got our gadget right there. We should be able to hit it in just a second as soon as, again, I wake up from my nap. Come on, Garrett. There we go. And at this point, I'm like, okay, we have a bunch of Dryads. I really just want to start finding stuff. I'm going to level up the units that are in the corners because those are the ones that are going to end up doing the most damage. And I'm also going to put my Portal Keepers in the corners so as soon as I find a monk, I can switch them there as soon as possible. And with Puppeteer, we're actually going to hit our monk, upgrade him right there, or level him up. It's not a real mana upgrade. It only lasts for a certain amount of time. But I didn't really want Puppeteer to move us around, even though it wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world necessarily. I still didn't really want to deal with it. So I just wanted to make sure that we took that guy out as soon as possible. Well, here we are, okay? We've got 2 more necessary monks until we get our first intersection. We got a Harlequin right there. I'm going to copy it out. This is literally me just, like, trying to make sure I don't insta-die to our opponent. I know he's got crazy crit. I know he's got, well, not crit, actually, right? No, no crit. Crazy equipment, crazy hero level. I just want to make sure that I'm alive. There we go. I actually leveled up a Portal Keeper, which, again, I don't really recommend doing because then you're kind of stuck with a rank 2. But I just wanted to get an intersection as soon as possible. And probably at this point is when I noticed that my sword wasn't the right sword. Okay, so I don't even have the right sword in my deck. Otherwise, I'd be able to stack things. I'd be able to do some cool maneuvers. No such luck. But I'm going to move my Portal Keeper. We have 1 intersection. I'm going to move my Portal Keeper to start on the second intersection. And looking at his board, he's just playing kind of crazy. He's spamming things out. He's coming down with his sword. We've got now 2 monks that are within an intersection that are getting buffed. I'm probably just going to combine out those swords at some point because they're realistically not going to do anything. I did the wrong talent, which means that it does a damage rather than, it's a damage card rather than a support card, which is kind of a bummer. But look at his board right now. We've got Gorgon in 13 seconds. He's got a couple of rank 4 robots, but I don't even know where he's at in terms of rank outs. There's 5. So he just made it to 5 merges on his robot, which clearly made a huge difference, right? But it took him a full 2 waves. Was it just 2? A full 2 waves to get to 5 merges, which to me is pretty crazy. And look at this. Now we've got a bunch of absorbs. I'm just going to use this Dryad, rank that out. We got a Harlequin. I'm like, whatever, dude. Whatever. You know what? Let's just go full board. He's been having trouble for the entirety of this game because he's just not merging the way he would like to. Maybe he's bricking with Dryads. Maybe he's just got too much going on. He's got Harlequin and Dryad, which should help with Robot. But between Sword and Pretzel, maybe he just doesn't have the aggro ability that he needs running Robot. So I was like, let's just fill our board with monks. They output so much damage early on that it probably would do some pretty good work. And we're just going to hang out from there. Completely full board. Everybody's leveled up. Once again, I don't really recommend you guys playing this. But if you're playing in the events, let me know how far you guys get. Because in terms of waves, I don't think I ever make it to double bosses in events. Do you? I mean, unless you have an account like this guy, maybe you do. But is it typical? Because in that case, don't play the long game. Play the early game. Go ham early on. And you might run into a situation just like this. This guy's got 2 rank 4 robots, and that's it. 2 rank 4 robots, and that's it. One of them's on a buff tile. Clearly, none of them are getting like boosted by sword perfectly, right? We took out that Bedlam right away, and my man got switched. Do we want to look at his equipment again? Does anyone want to take a picture of that? I wanted to take a picture of that. What? 2 rank 4 Dryads, two rank 4 Harlequins, a rank 2 robot, and 1 rank 1 robot. do I have to say anything else, fellas? Yeah, he might have played a little bit weird, but I think it was because of how much pressure Monk was putting on him. Monk was just putting so much work in that we ended up beating maybe the highest level account I've ever beaten in events. I hit him with a good game. He was an absolutely great sport. Shout out to him. Maybe he's new to the game. I don't know. But we both exchanged good games after that. Monk is a beast, okay? And they kind of reworked how to play this event. So only the attack cards now have energy, right? So Monk would be that one that decreased the energy. But if you're going to make 2 different decks, 3 different decks in terms of this event, one of them absolutely has to be Monk. Monk is king of this event, and this deck is really, really solid, especially if you play it right, which I did not. Guys, that is going to be the end of this YouTube video. I hope this helped for you to do even better in this event. And again, let me know how far you guys usually get in the waves, because I feel like that's super, super interesting. But if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll check you guys out in tomorrow's video.